Marlon Brando is undeniably regarded as one of Hollywood's legendary figures. His magnetic presence spanned from his youthful, animalistic charm as seen in roles such as Stanley Kowalski in the 1951 film adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire to his iconic portrayal of Don Vito Corleone in The Godfather. However, beneath the adoration and acclaim lies a tragic narrative characterized by both inflicting and enduring abuse and a prolonged decline. This paradox of a beloved actor's life, acknowledged even by his own daughter, paints a poignant picture. Join us in this video as we delve into the unvarnished truth about Marlon Brando's life, a story that deserves your attention. Let's begin. Marlon Brando's journey from a small-town life in Illinois to the bustling streets of New York City marked a pivotal moment in his life and career. Like many aspiring performers, he embarked on this fateful move in pursuit of his passion for acting, unknowingly setting the stage for a life-changing encounter with one of the most influential figures in his life, the renowned acting teacher, Stella Adler. Brando's decision to leave behind his familiar surroundings and relocate to New York City was a bold and courageous one. He sought to escape the confines of his shy and sensitive nature, which had characterized his childhood. Little did he know that this move would lead him to Stella Adler, a stalwart advocate of method acting, a revolutionary approach to acting that emphasized the meticulous observation and immersion into the textures, aesthetics, and sounds of everyday life. It was through this technique that actors could conjure vivid and realistic mental images on the stage, transcending mere performance and tapping into a profound realm of authenticity. Enrolling at the new school in New York, Brando found himself in the midst of a transformative journey under the tutelage of Stella Adler. She recognized his raw talent and innate potential, and she became his mentor, championing his growth as an actor and as an individual. To Brando, Adler was not just an acting teacher, she was a guiding light in his life. He often credited her for helping him gain the confidence and skills necessary to excel in his craft. Their relationship transcended the professional sphere as Brando virtually became a member of Adler's family. One of the most intriguing facets of this relationship was Brando's deep connection with Stella Adler's daughter, Ellen Adler. What started as a romance between Brando and Ellen eventually evolved into a profound friendship, one characterized by countless hours of meaningful phone conversations that spanned the years until Brando's passing in 2004. This unique bond further cemented his place within the Adler family and underscored the profound impact that Stella Adler had on his life. Brando's reverence for Stella Adler and her teachings was profound and enduring. He held the esteemed title of honorary chairman of the Stella Adler Studio of Acting in New York City, a testament to the indelible mark she left on his career and his sense of self. Brando even penned the foreword for her 1988 book, The Technique of Acting, in which he eloquently articulated his admiration for her. In his words, she was not only a teacher of acting, but a teacher of life itself. Marlon Brando was equally known for his unwavering commitment to various social and political causes throughout his life. His passion for championing the rights of the marginalized and the oppressed transcended his Hollywood stardom, making him a prominent figure in the world of activism. Brando's dedication to social justice began long before he attained fame as a film actor. In the aftermath of World War II, during his pre-stardom years, he embarked on a cross-country journey to support the American League for a Free Palestine. This early foray into activism demonstrated his empathy for global issues and his willingness to lend his voice to the causes he believed in. The 1960s witnessed a significant transformation in Brando's activism as he became deeply involved in the civil rights movement. His commitment to the cause extended beyond raising funds for civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. Brando actively participated in historic events such as the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. His presence at this pivotal moment in history symbolized his solidarity with the struggle for racial equality. Brando's activism took an even bolder turn when he aligned himself with the Black Panthers, an organization dedicated to combating racial injustice. His involvement not only raised the group's public profile, but also provided crucial financial support. The poignant eulogy he delivered at the funeral of Bobby Hutton, a Black Panther member tragically killed by Oakland police in 1968, showcased his deep commitment to the cause and the individuals fighting for justice. As the decades passed, Marlon Brando's activism continued to evolve, reflecting his unwavering dedication to fighting injustices. In 1973, he made a powerful statement at the Academy Awards by refusing to accept his Oscar for Best Actor in The Godfather. Instead, he had activist Sachin Littlefeather take the stage to denounce Hollywood's harmful portrayals of Native American characters, shedding light on the industry's perpetuation of stereotypes. Brando's commitment extended to environmental causes as well. In a 1994 interview with Larry King, he discussed the environmental impact of carbon dioxide, CO2, and the importance of addressing climate change, underscoring his prescient awareness of the impending environmental challenges facing the planet. Reflecting on her father's life, Brando's daughter Rebecca eloquently captured his overarching motivation. In the end, he only made money so he could help fight injustices. Marlon Brando's personal life was a complex tapestry of marriages, affairs, and tumultuous relationships that often played out in the public eye. His love life was marked by a series of marriages, liaisons, and dramas, each contributing to the enigmatic nature of the legendary actor. Brando's first marriage in 1958 was to actress Anna Kashfi. This union, however, proved to be short-lived, lasting just over a year. The marriage was marred by allegations of physical and emotional abuse, with Kashfi claiming mistreatment by Brando. On his part, Brando publicly stated that he had married Kashfi only because she was pregnant at the time. The tumultuous nature of this relationship set the tone for Brando's romantic life. His second marriage was to actress Movita Castaneda and was shrouded in secrecy. Their union lasted for 8 years before ending with an annulment in 1968. The details surrounding the annulment remain private, contributing to the mystique of Brando's personal life. Brando's third marriage was to Tarita Terry Paya, whom he met on the set of his film Mutiny on the Bounty. Although their official marriage ended in 1972, their connection endured for decades. Terry Paya noted that Brando continued to influence her life long after their marriage had concluded, often complicating her attempts at finding new love. In addition to his 3 marriages, Brando had a series of high-profile relationships that garnered attention. Actress Rita Moreno was involved with Brando for nearly 8 years, a relationship that left her deeply affected to the point of attempting to take her own life while at his house. His romantic entanglements extended to an on-again, off-again relationship with actress Jill Banner. Furthermore, Brando's list of reported lovers included iconic actresses such as Marilyn Monroe, Shelley Winters, and Nancy Kwan, adding to the intrigue surrounding his personal life. Beyond his relationships with women, Brando was also linked to several men, including the French actor Christian Marquand, whom he allegedly named his first child after. In a 2018 interview, music icon Quincy Jones claimed that Brando had intimate encounters with Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye. Although Jones initially faced backlash for his statements, Richard Pryor's widow, Jennifer, later confirmed the story, shedding light on the complexity of Brando's romantic experiences. Mutiny on the Bounty was a film that held immense promise for Marlon Brando, as he saw it as an opportunity to reaffirm his status as a cinematic powerhouse. However, the film's troubled production, combined with Brando's demanding behavior, turned what was meant to be a triumph into a career-altering setback. The movie was a remake of the 1935 classic, with the original film having starred icons like Clark Gable and Charles Laughton. Right from the outset, Mutiny on the Bounty faced a series of challenges that would ultimately contribute to its downfall. These issues included production delays, numerous script rewrites, and most notably, the increasingly demanding and unpredictable behavior of its leading man, Marlon Brando. By the 1950s, Brando had already earned a reputation in Hollywood for being a difficult and mercurial actor to work with. His involvement in Mutiny on the Bounty was seen as an opportunity to revitalize his career, which had been overshadowed by stories of his temperament and unpredictability. The film was intended to be a comeback, a chance for Brando to prove himself once more as a charismatic and skilled actor. Unfortunately, Mutiny on the Bounty did little to rehabilitate Brando's reputation. Instead, it exacerbated his image as a challenging and demanding performer. The extent of his behavior during the production was so extreme that the film's director, Louis Milestone, famously quipped that it should have been titled The Mutiny of Marlon Brando. Producer Aaron Rosenberg didn't mince words either, describing his experience working with Brando as 6 weeks of hell. When the film was finally released in 1962, it proved to be a significant disappointment at the box office. Brando's demanding behavior and the negative stories surrounding the production had taken a toll on the film's reception. Mutiny on the Bounty marked the beginning of a challenging period in Brando's career during the 1960s, where he struggled to regain the star status he had once enjoyed. Marlon Brando possessed a paradoxical relationship with fame that defied conventional expectations. Despite being the first Hollywood actor to command a staggering $1 million for his role in Mutiny on the Bounty, Brando harbored a deep-seated aversion to the spotlight. His complex feelings toward fame were marked by a profound discomfort with the adulation and recognition that came with his success. Throughout his life, Brando grappled with the burdens of stardom. He loathed the trappings of celebrity and was known to despise praise for his own talents. According to his close friend Ellen Adler, daughter of the esteemed acting teacher Stella Adler, Brando spent his entire life attempting to distance himself from the fame that seemed inexorably tied to his name. However, his meteoric rise in Hollywood made this escape increasingly elusive. As he ascended to become one of the most famous actors in the world, his disdain for the spotlight only intensified. Ellen Adler revealed that among Brando's circle of friends, an unspoken agreement existed not to celebrate his work or discuss his fame. Even when Brando delivered an Oscar-winning performance in On the Waterfront, he seemed to resent those who dared to praise his achievement. This paradoxical relationship with his own success highlighted the internal conflict he experienced as he grappled with the price of fame. Amid this turbulent relationship with fame, Brando found solace on his own private island estate. During the filming of Mutiny on the Bounty in 1962, he was introduced to the South Pacific island of Tetiaroa, located 35 miles north of Tahiti. Enchanted by its beauty and seclusion, Brando purchased the island in 1966, becoming its legal owner until his passing in 2004. For Brando, Tetiaroa was a sanctuary, a veritable paradise that provided respite from the demands and pressures of fame. Mike Medavoy, a close friend and co-executor of his estate, emphasized the significance of Tetiaroa in Brando's life. Medavoy described the island as Brando's refuge, a place where he could escape from the relentless scrutiny of celebrity and simply be a human being. In this remote and serene haven, Brando could detach himself from the trappings of fame and reconnect with the simplicity of life. Marlon Brando's refusal of his Oscar for Best Actor in The Godfather during the 45th Academy Awards in 1973 is etched in cinematic history as one of the most iconic moments of protest and advocacy in the world of entertainment. Brando's decision to boycott the Oscars was not just a personal statement. It was a bold and calculated move to shine a spotlight on a crucial social issue. When Brando's name was announced as the winner, the audience was taken aback as indigenous activist Sachin Littlefeather took the stage on his behalf. Brando had written a speech that vehemently denounced Hollywood's harmful stereotypes of native populations. However, due to the strict 60-second time limit Littlefeather was given, there was not enough time to read the prepared speech. She had to improvise on the spot, delivering a passionate message that conveyed the essence of Brando's protest. At the time of the 1973 Oscars, a month-long standoff between Native American activists and U.S. authorities was unfolding at Wounded Knee, South Dakota. The U.S. government had ordered a news blackout of the Wounded Knee occupation, effectively stifling media coverage of the event. Brando recognized the Oscars telecast as a unique opportunity to bypass this blackout and provide a global platform for the activists at Wounded Knee. Brando's plan was a resounding success. Littlefeather's impromptu speech reached an audience of 85 million people worldwide. The reaction in the room was a mix of applause and boos, with some notable figures like actor John Wayne expressing strong disapproval. Wayne was reportedly so incensed that he contemplated charging the stage, requiring 6 security guards to restrain him. However, Littlefeather's courageous stand also garnered praise from influential leaders of the Native American movement and other prominent activists, including Cesar Chavez and Coretta Scott King, the widow of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Despite the mixed reception and the challenges she faced on stage, Sachin Littlefeather remains proud of her role in using the Oscars as a platform for activism. In her own words, she saw herself as a warrior woman who spoke from her heart. Marlon Brando's tumultuous relationship with fame had been simmering for years, reaching a boiling point in 1973 during a violent encounter with the notorious celebrity photographer Ron Galella. Galella was infamous for his relentless pursuit of celebrities, often referred to as a creep, a stalker, and worse by those he hounded for photos. His notoriety had reached its peak when he doggedly pursued Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, prompting a court order to restrain him. The confrontation between Brando and Galella unfolded on June 12, 1973, after a day of relentless pursuit by the photographer. Galella had been following Brando, waiting for an opportunity to capture an elusive photograph of the Hollywood legend. Frustrated by Galella's persistence, Brando's patience wore thin when Galella requested that he remove his sunglasses for a photo. Brando firmly declined, but Galella persisted. The actor's irritation and frustration ultimately boiled over, leading to a shocking moment. According to reports in the New York Times, Brando punched Galella with such force that it resulted in a broken jaw and the loss of 5 of Galella's teeth. Despite the severity of the incident, Galella did not relent in his pursuit of the perfect Brando shot. He revealed in an interview with Vanity Fair that, in response to the violent encounter, he began wearing a football helmet as protection when photographing Brando. This adaptation was a testament to Galella's unwavering commitment to capturing images of celebrities, even when faced with physical danger. The motivation behind Brando's aggressive reaction was a matter of speculation. Some have suggested that it may have been a retaliatory response to Galella's obsessive pursuit of Jackie Kennedy, as rumors had circulated that Brando had an affair with the former First Lady in 1965. Regardless of the specific cause, the incident highlighted the intense and often volatile relationship between celebrities and the paparazzi, shedding light on the personal toll that relentless media attention could take on individuals like Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando shared a lifelong and remarkably close friendship with a character that couldn't have been more different from his own image, the beloved cartoon character Underdog. However, it's important to clarify that Brando wasn't actually friends with the fictional canine superhero. Rather, his close bond was with the voice actor behind Underdog, comedian Wally Cox. Their friendship had deep roots that stretched back to their childhood in Evanston, Illinois, where they first crossed paths as 9-year-old boys. As fate would have it, Both Brando and Cox eventually found themselves in New York City, where Brando achieved fame and acclaim in the world of theater and film, and Cox became a household name as the star of the television show Mr. Peepers. Their enduring friendship was built on a foundation of shared laughter and a mischievous sense of humor. However, their close bond wasn't without its complexities. Brando's intense jealousy sometimes strained their relationship. Several of Cox's wives recounted in interviews with the Los Angeles Times that Brando treated them with coldness, as if they were intruding on the sacred space of his friendship with Cox. Persistent rumors have also circulated suggesting that Brando and Cox might have been more than just friends, possibly engaging in a romantic relationship. Still, these rumors have never been substantiated or confirmed by either party. One of the most poignant aspects of their friendship was Brando's deep attachment to Wally Cox. After Cox's untimely death in 1973, Brando carried his friend's ashes with him for years, despite the wishes of Cox's widow to scatter them in the hills that Cox loved. This act of devotion highlighted the profound connection Brando felt toward Cox and his determination to keep his friend close, even in death. When Marlon Brando himself passed away in 2004, a final chapter unfolded in their enduring friendship. In accordance with their wishes, the ashes of both Brando and Wally Cox were scattered together in Death Valley, California, marking the culmination of a remarkable bond that spanned over 6 decades. Marlon Brando's role as a father was shrouded in complexity and mystery, with no definitive account of his paternal experiences. At the time of his death in 2004, it was reported in his obituary by the New York Times that he was the father of 11 known children, although the intricacies of his family life remained largely private and enigmatic. Brando's approach to fatherhood was characterized by a resolute commitment to maintaining his family's privacy. He refrained from discussing his children in his 1994 autobiography, Songs My Mother Taught Me, a testament to his desire to shield his family from the prying eyes of the public. Among his 11 known children, Christian Brando, his eldest and often referred to as his #1 son, led a tumultuous life marked by challenges and tragedy. Christian grappled with issues of substance abuse and familial instability, which manifested in a bitter and protracted custody battle between Marlon Brando and his first wife, actress Anna Kashfi. The custody dispute added layers of complexity to Christian's upbringing and left a lasting impact on his life. In a tragic turn of events in 1990, Christian Brando fatally shot Dag Drolet, the boyfriend of his half-sister Cheyenne, after Cheyenne informed him that she was being subjected to abuse by Drolet. Subsequently, Cheyenne admitted that Drolet had not harmed her. Christian pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and served a 4.5-year sentence in a California state prison for his actions. Tragedy struck the Brando family again in 1994, when Cheyenne, who had reportedly battled depression following Drolet's death, died by suicide at the age of 24, as reported by the Los Angeles Times. During Christian Brando's trial for manslaughter, Marlon Brando himself took the stand in defense of his son. In a poignant moment, Brando expressed his perspective on fatherhood, saying, "I tried to be a good father," and adding, "I did the best I could." This testimony revealed the complexities of Brando's role as a father and his unwavering loyalty to his children, even in the face of harrowing circumstances. Marlon Brando had an illustrious career that spanned decades, and yet his final roles were never released, leaving an intriguing and somewhat surprising aspect of his legacy. Brando's last film appearances took an unexpected turn, with his potential cameo in the Scary Movie franchise and a voice role in the unreleased animated feature film, Big Bugman. While the Scary Movie films found commercial success, grossing nearly $500 million at the box office, they were often criticized for their crudity and grossness by reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes. In Scary Movie 2, Brando was slated to make a cameo appearance in the opening sequence, parodying The Exorcist. In this spoof, he was set to play a priest tasked with performing an exorcism, alongside actors Natasha Lyonne and Andy Richter. Brando had even filmed scenes with Lyonne before health issues compelled him to withdraw from the project. Lyonne herself expressed surprise and curiosity about Brando's decision to participate in a broad and bawdy comedy like Scary Movie 2, stating, "I don't know what he was thinking." Despite his involvement, Brando's cameo in the film remains unreleased, adding an air of mystery to his final on-screen appearance. Another unfulfilled cinematic endeavor was Brando's voice role in the animated film Big Bugman, which remained unreleased. The film is centered on a man who gains special powers through insect bites, and Brando provides the voice for the character of elderly Mrs. Sauer. Described by the film's executive producer, Gabriel Grunfeld, as a funny, acerbic old lady, a sort of mean Willy Wonka, Brando's performance in the role was reportedly a source of joy for the legendary actor. Brando recorded his lines dressed in drag as an old woman, and he humorously remarked that it was the most fun I've had since playing Julius Caesar. What do you think about Marlon Brando's little-known facts? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.